Hi everybody, it's John with Backyard Eden, and today I want to show you a quick look at how things are going in the greenhouse. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so we are back here and we are in the greenhouse, and I just wanted to give you a quick update on how the things are doing in here. It is March the 29th, so there's just a couple of more days before we can really start getting things planted here in Zone 8A, right outside Dallas. We usually have a last freeze, if you will, generally around Easter. So that is this weekend. So I'm anticipating some sort of last cold snap. And so everything's still in the greenhouse. I haven't really planted much outside. I've direct sown some seeds and some different things outside. And of course I've got some brassicas and stuff like that planted. But really all the hot weather, all the warm weather crops are still in the greenhouse. So alright, so let's start over here on this side with all the peppers. There is absolutely a ton of peppers in the greenhouse. I've moved in my second batch, my second wave, if you will. Here's a lot of them right here. Also have some down here on the ground here, underneath the table as well. But some of these... Actually, all of these are just really doing phenomenal. If you look in here, you can see some little baby peppers, little baby flower. There's flowers happening going on here. You can look in here. Here's one of the Pasilla Baggio, and they're just putting out flowers after flowers. I've been picking them off. You can check out the roots. It's just coming out. They're doing great. Here's another one that's just putting out tons of flowers. It's the Serrano. It's just covered in flowers. I've been picking them off and picking them off. Here's one that decided to really grow above the rest. It is huge. It's got a ton of flowers starting to come out on it. So yeah, that is the first wave of peppers, and the second wave, like I said, the second wave are doing pretty good too. Here is a jalapeno from M.I. Gardner. It is just looking gorgeous. A couple of little bee spots of damage on some of these. This is a Brazilian starfish. Another Brazilian starfish right here. I mean, just look at these things. These are gorgeous. So yeah, of course another one. So those are doing great. I bought some tomato plants from a local nursery because mine were a little bit behind. And so, I don't know if you can catch a load of these tomatoes. I'll just show you. Oh goodness. These are Porter, and they're huge. I got this 6-pack for $2.25. Also got a pack of super sweet 100s. And then I picked up some tomatillos. They're a little lanky. Just because they've been down here on the ground. But that's okay. They're going to be going out to the garden soon. Probably the next day or two. Okay, and so over here, I've got our tomatoes that we started here. Some of these are looking really gorgeous. And they're getting huge too. These were started on February the 13th. So just about, not quite 2 months. These were started directly in the greenhouse. Also got some shorter ones. These are a shorter tomato. This is a Prax cherry. Several cherry varieties over here. We'll get into more of those in an individual video for that. Got some Premier kale. I got some red Russian kale right here in the back. I got my flat of chard. Some of that's already been planted, but I still have a flat of chard to plant. And then the monsters beside everything is some squash and zucchini. These things are absolutely huge. Yeah, absolutely huge. Matter of fact, they're shading out the herbs that I have right next to them. But that's okay. I'm going to direct seed a bunch of the herbs as well. Over here, I've got some parsley in this peat pot. It's doing okay. It's a little slow growing. I've got some sweet basil. Some of it looks okay. Some of it got a little sunburnt. These dried out a little bit the other day. Next to it, I have a whole flat of basil. Got Italian large leaf. I've got some lime basil. I've got some dark opal, and I have some Thai. Down here on the bottom, I've got watermelon, cantaloupe, and the Mexican mouse melons, or the Mexican sour gherkins. They're right here on the side. They need to be going out. Everything's going to be going out real soon. I've got some okra. This is the green velvet right here, and then I have the burgundy right here. In the back, I have some, let's see, right there, I have some Brazilian starfish that I started directly in the greenhouse. I have some New Zealand spinach, and then I have some Malabar spinach. Over here, in this front container, you can see there's some little bitty starts. Those are some celery seedlings that are just coming up. In this first one right here, I have tomatillo that I started from seed, just to see how those would do, and then I ended up buying those other ones. There I have some more of the Prax cherry tomatoes. I have in the back, I don't know if you can see it in the back right here, that plant right there is a roselle, and then I have a green globe artichoke. I have some dinosaur kale that really needs to go out, some green onions, some echinacea in the little round pots right here, and yeah. So that is how the greenhouse is going. It is going fantastic. Alright guys, so that's how the greenhouse is going. Just a little quick update on how everything's growing in here. Most everything is getting ready to be planted out in the next 4 or 5 days. We've had good temperatures probably in the mid-50s, mostly at night. There has been a couple days where it was a little bit cooler, but overall this greenhouse has been awesome. It has really got me in a good spot for the garden this year. I have had to buy very few plants, and that is awesome. In years past, I've spent $200 to $300 on plants getting my garden planted. And my main goal this spring, was to not buy hardly any plants. Now, I did buy a few tomato plants, as you see in the video, and some tomatillos, and I bought a few peppers for a friend while I was down there. So, with all of that being said, I've spent very little on my garden this year, and I'm completely stoked. So, stay tuned for future videos on that. We'll be talking about how to start a garden for pennies. And so, hope you enjoyed the video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you liked it, consider sharing it with your friends. And if you haven't checked us out on social media, you can do that at the links in the description below. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Hey, you made it to the end. Awesome. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and do that right below this video. And please, if you enjoyed it, share with your friends. And I hope that you will come back and continue to watch our content, and also have an awesome day.